Hi everyone, welcome back to the Controversial Podcast. In today's video, we'll be talking about General Dumisani Khumalo, and he has revealed really shocking details at the Madlanga Commission. And the Eyewitness News is busy trying to tarnish his name. We stand with General Dumisani Khumalo in these trying times.
Well, look, I was kind of surprised when I saw it happening because I know General Khumalo very well. And I didn't understand why he didn't explain to the Madlanga Commission that he knows me as well. So when he came out painting me with the paintbrush that he did, it surprised me.
Okay, can we go back to the beginning and pause it there? Okay, so now that we've seen it, we're just going to go back to the beginning, pause it, thank you. Okay.
Thank you, Commissioners. This part of the video, maybe if we can check the time, Mr. Sergeant Nkosi did not spend much time there. It was less than 5 or 6 minutes.
Well, the timestamp says 16:40, and the previous video was 16:31, so it's about 9 minutes.
Yeah. And then we noticed that when he was arriving, he did not have any bag.
Because that protector of General Sibiya, I don't know if we should call him a general or we should address him as a general of criminals. I don't know, because even Vusi Muzike Matlala said that guy is a pit bull, he's a criminal. So Vusi Muzike Matlala is a criminal and he sees Shadrach Sibiya as a criminal. How he got into the SAPS, that is really questionable. How he was hired in the municipality back then when Herman Mashaba was the mayor of Johannesburg. I don't know how the DA managed to hire this guy. Why they were interested in Shadrach Sibiya, because apparently he failed an assessment test. DA and the cartels just connect the dots. I'm not saying they're part of the problem, but why General Sibiya was hired in that municipality and given a cushion position. I'm going to talk about this guy. He went there in the Eyewitness News, and General Lamkonas was right. Media is part of the problem. You know, they have a good relationship with those cartels. Why would the Eyewitness give this guy a platform? They didn't even grill that guy. He just went there and said, I know General Khumalo. He's lying. I know him very well. He's trying to push a narrative. Sir, what narrative? Even discredited Mkhwanazi's allegations. At this point, we can no longer call them allegations because cartels are running this country. This country is a mafia state. We should be honest about that. So what really happened? Yesterday, General Dumisani Khumalo returned to the Madlanga Commission. You all remember he had to stop his testimony because he was not feeling well and he has an ongoing case. And I really don't understand those charges that they brought against him, because they are saying he hired that young girl, the one who's a former employee at the BMW. That girl was promoted to be a brigadier, and they're saying General Dumisani Khumalo was actually part of that committee. When you are promoted illegally, those things should be dealt at the HR. It should be dealt specifically at the Labor Relations Department. But we know General Lamkonazi made it very clear that they just want to arrest General Khumalo so that they can continue with their corruption and continue feeding our youth with powder, continue hijacking tenders, and they're on a killing spree. You dispute them, they're on a killing spree. You're on your own. General Dumisani Khumalo returned yesterday and dropped bombshells. There was a video where a police officer, it's Sergeant Nkosi, who appeared on the video. Nkosi was working for General Sibiya. There was a video captured where he went to Molesve's house, and when he came back, he was carrying a white bag. Seems like it was money, even though Dumisani Khumalo said it may be chocolates, whatever, but it's something of value. And I'm thinking it's money. Am I the only one who thinks like that? I think that guy was just carrying money. That was just bribe. That BMW is from Sibiya's office. When Sibiya was raided, there was a Hilux man in his mansion. There was a Hilux, and that Hilux belonged to that guy who accompanied him, went to the ad hoc committee, and he was there as the bodyguard. I don't know whether he was there as the bodyguard or whatsoever. And he said that guy has, like, I stand to be corrected on that one, 18 or 34 cases of hijacking cars. Even though General Khumalo never revealed that the Hilux that we saw on that video was bulletproof. This guy went to Eyewitness News and dropped a bombshell and said that car is bulletproof. Why would General Sibiya be driven on a car that is bulletproof if he's not a criminal? General Dumisani didn't want to reveal whether that guy was hired by the SAPS, but he confirmed on the Eyewitness News that he is not working for the SAPS. And he said those 18 cases is just one case. He says he's a businessman, he's into car dealership. Why are you lying to us? You were hijacking cars. Went as far as saying General Mkhwanazi was just trying to scare the nation on that 6th July briefing. What do you mean? The country is burning. Can't you see that? Are you trying to protect your principal? Because that's how General Dumisani, he said Sibiya is a principal and that guy is a protector. So I'm just quoting him. You were just there to defend your principal. Nothing else. He even said Mkhwanazi or General Dumisani and his team were just trying to intimidate Sibiya. Hey, Sibiya has been implicated in so many wrongdoings. Even in the Senzo Meyiwa case, he's implicated there. Apparently, they arrived in the scene and took the gun that allegedly killed Senzo Meyiwa. So, this guy is not a good cop. He even revealed at the ad hoc committee that he's always attending the January 8th statement of the African National Congress. If you are a top cop, what business do you have with the political parties? Like, what business do you have? And he even knows Julius Malema, by the way. I know his people will come and defend the CIC. I know you'll do that, but I'm just saying that Sibiya is not a good person. You know, after they buried that guy who was the leader of the taxi owners and he has his own scandals, I think it's Mr. Msibi. When that guy passed on, Vusi Mozekap Madlala was providing services, protection services at his farm. Sibiya told Vusi Mozekap Madlala that you are going to take care of me and I'm going to take care of you. And I'm sure it was an order. It wasn't a request. I'll make sure that your cases will disappear in the SAPS, but he failed to do so. He kept on collecting the money. We should really rally behind General Dumisani Khumalo. He even lied and said General Mkhwanazi only wanted to protect that business in Richards Bay. He must stop lying. The killings were only happening in that BMR company, of which it's a lie. You are a liar, because Mkhwanazi said he was, after sending his team there in Richards Bay, and they didn't achieve whatever they wanted to achieve because he was using his own little budget to try and find the people who have killed the politicians. He ended up protecting that area. After he withdrew, monies were made available by Fani Masemola, and he said, let's expand the team so that we can help the whole community of the Richards Bay, not only to defend that company. So stop lying to us. We are following Matlanga Commission. We are following ad hoc committee. You can lie to other people. And that questionable journalist, I don't know why he didn't challenge you on that one. When you say these things are not there, but whistleblowers are dying. Now, we know exactly who deleted Babita Tekoran, talking about the chief director in the Department of Health. We really want justice. There are so many people who have died. Mr. Armand Swart was deleted. DJ Somebody was deleted. One day, General Sibiya is going to go and face the music in court. He's going to go to jail. No one is going to help that general, because what we've seen in that video footage where his police officer was using the state's vehicle to collect something from Katisa Molefe. I hope everyone who's watching this video is supporting General Khumalo. ANC has given us nothing but problems. This country fought for freedom. it wasn't just only the African National Congress. I feel like they hijacked this thing. And they said, no, we fought. Everybody in South Africa fought. Stop this nonsense of saying African National Congress fought alone. Everybody was fighting, okay? We need to take out ANC because we've got kidnapping, something that South Africa never had. And it's all linking to Mozambique. You know, that kidnapping business people. They kill them, they take money. Something that South Africa didn't have. We never had those issues before. EFF is busy saying these are our African brothers and sisters. We lost a young man. Never forget that young child. Look from Kaizer Chiefs. That young man died just because they wanted his car. One of the suspects there is from Mozambique. They killed our young superstar. How many people have died in the hands of foreigners? There's somebody who went to Eyewitness News who was exposing the Home Affairs, and he was shot so many times. I think he said he has like 4 bullets in his body because he was fighting corruption at the Home Affairs. The Bangladeshis are stealing our identity numbers. It's not only them, Nigerians. You name all those illegal foreigners. He stated that once you register your child after giving birth, what they do, somebody, a Bangladesh or whatsoever, will be given that ID number. Then after that, they will say it was an error. Then they will rectify that mistake. You as a South African, you are 18 years now, you are 16 years, you want to apply for an ID, you can't. And they be telling you it's duplicate. Who did that nonsense? Those corrupt employees from Home Affairs. He said since he was the boss there, there was a disciplinary hearing. Then those people were fired. Then they tried to kill him. He's even hiding at this moment. He's not even with his kids. We need to do better. I'm sick and tired of the EFF people. Remember, they were fighting with the Dula movement when Sarah took the city of Joburg to court just because they said we don't want illegal foreigners, we don't want people who are going to trade there illegally. They just wanted South Africans to trade in a legal way. So the EFF people were busy fighting. This country is going to bend because of people who are always following nonsense. You'll never see these people fighting like this in Nigeria. Never see these people. They just want to cause chaos. Have you seen Nigeria, guys? You need to go to BCC News. There's like cult cartels where Nigerians are actually butchering each other like it's nobody's business. They want that chaos in South Africa. Wake up. You all need to wake up. Your own CIC failed to question Sibiya because Sibiya was going to reveal some shady things. He didn't even question that guy, Castle Matela, because they are friends. You all need to wake up. The country is burning. There's high unemployment. Here you are defending illegal foreigners. Share your views on this one. Let's be respectful in the comment section. Please like it, share it, and subscribe. See you on the next video. Bye.